Okay, Morgan, today we're going to learn how to play the trumpet.
Alright,
so first thing you're going to do is going to get out your mouthpiece.
Okay.
Perfect. And you're just going to want to hold it with like these two fingers on top and maybe your thumb on the bottom. Nice and delicate, just so you're not gripping it with all your might. Just nice and delicate, yeah. And then you're going to form the embouchure for this instrument. You might be familiar with that term, embouchure, as a wind player. You're just going to like say the letter / word M.
Okay.
Let your lips come together naturally, exactly. And then you're going to place this mouthpiece on your lips.
Alright.
And you're going to blow. And that's what's going to create the buzz. So just M, let a little air come through and see what comes out, okay?
Alright.
Yeah, that's a really good buzz, Morgan. Great job. That's awesome. Yeah, so the other thing that is a component of playing on the mouthpiece is a little bit of tonguing. So when you originally start the note, and if we were to do a couple repeated notes, you would break up the notes using your tongue, which would kind of interrupt the airstream. Okay. And the way you do that is just by saying 2, 2, 2.
2, 2, 2.
Exactly. So you're just gonna, let's buzz again. And why don't you repeat after me? I'm gonna do like a little rhythm pattern, and I'm gonna create that by tonguing, okay? That's exactly right. There's no worry about what kind of pitch it's on. It's all just about getting a beautiful sound, what you're doing. So now let's switch, and you make up some rhythm patterns, and then I'll be your echo.
Okay.
I feel like much more complex than mine, so great job. Okay, so now we're going to put the mouthpiece into the trumpet. So you're just going to pick up the trumpet like so, and I'll show you how to hold it, but first we'll put the mouthpiece in. Okay. So you just kind of put it right in that little hole there, and then I like to give a quarter twist.
Alright.
Just so it doesn't fall out, but we're not shoving it in because it will stay on its own accord. So then how are you going to hold the trumpet? Let's start with the left hand. So you put your thumb in this ring up top, the U-shaped one, and then this ring down here, you can put really any finger you prefer. It kind of depends on your hand shape. So you could put your pointer finger in there, you could put your middle finger, your ring finger, and some of the fingers will be underneath the trumpet to help support it. But like I pretty much always do my middle finger, and that's what feels, it depends on your hand size. So kind of like feel it out, be like, what do I like? Some people do different things, you know, but that's your left hand.
Do you put it like kind of on this digit or on this digit, or does it even matter?
It really is just whatever hand size you have. Yeah, whatever feels most comfortable. That's the key there. Okay. And then with your right hand, you're gonna, obviously these 3 valves are where your 3 fingers are gonna be. And then this, it can be tempting to kind of sneak your pinky in there, but we like to leave it resting on top. And that's just so you have a little bit more flexibility with your 3rd finger, because these 2 are connected, and if this finger's kind of like trapped underneath, it can be hard for this to move very fast. So we just like to lay it on top. And then this thumb is gonna go between your 1st and your 2nd valve. So just kind of resting right in there. Exactly. Okay. So kind of feel that out. Maybe adjust your left hand if you need to. But how's that feel?
It feels weird.
Okay.
But not like uncomfortable.
Okay, great. That's good to know. All right. So that's awesome. You are holding the instrument. We already played into the mouthpiece. And playing into the trumpet is not that much different. It just takes a little bit more air kind of pressure, because you have to get the air all the way through these pipes to get it out the other end. So one little exercise just to work with that is just like blowing a steady stream of air, but blocking it with your first 2 fingers and then letting it go, just so you can feel what that pressure feels like. So just Yeah, so you're going to feel this kind of like pushback with the trumpet, but I think you're going to be up to the challenge. So let's just, no valves down, just open. You can leave them resting on there though, that's a good thing to do. And just try to blow a note and see what comes out. That's awesome! That's a great sound. Also, I'm going to put your slide in a little bit. Okay, so remember this. No, here you can let go. It's not your fault. This is, sometimes this is like the overall tuning slide, and yours is just like way out.
Okay.
So it's probably just going to be a little weird. But now you're good. So yeah, get them reset, get that muscle memory going.
I think I had it like this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same way I hold it.
Okay.
Woohoo! We're twins. Yeah, so that sounded really great. So why don't we just do some kind of rhythm patterns with the trumpet and try to keep the same note, that note that we were both on, but if it gets a little higher, a little lower, that's all right. You're still trying to figure out the airstream, okay? So just repeat after me. Awesome. Why don't you take a go at it and make up some patterns for us, Lauren?
Okay. I like the trumpet.
Yeah!
Should get that one.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to learn the first 5 basic notes, which is going to be G to C.
Okay.
So we just learned C, which is open, and I'm going to play from C up to G and just watch my fingers. I'll play it a couple times. You'll be able to see.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounded so good. And then I'm going to play a bunch of different patterns using the same notes and see if you can, follow along, okay? Awesome. So yeah, our first note is C, which is open.
Okay.
And then did you pick up on what our D was?
Yeah, let me try it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you went up.
That was it. No, it was just up to the G, the open one right above.
Okay.
Yeah. She was gonna say. Yeah, so I think one of the reasons that I had a hard time getting up to the G at first was because as we get higher up in the scale, our oral cavity has to be a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And our air has to be faster. So if you
I was feeling that. I could tell that it needed that.
Right. It needs a little bit of extra juice to get up there. Yeah, so you can make 2 types of air. You can get warm air and hot air, right? So warm air is if like do it with your hand like you're blowing on a window to be able to like defrost it, it's it's warm air. And then if you're like warming or cooling off a bowl of soup, right, so we're able to make those 2 types of air. And for the lower notes, you're going to want that kind of warm air. And for the higher notes, you're going to want that more fast-moving, cool air. Okay?
Right.
So why don't you try that again? And so just to validate you, it is open, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 1, open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did the open and then it was C to G. So you did C and then G and then C in that last pattern.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
You're right.
I see. I was like trying to jump more partials.
Ooh.
All right.
yeah, it takes a little bit of muscle memory to figure out where the notes are, but like, that's an amazing sound. So why don't we, let's learn a rote tune, okay? I'm going to just play something for you, and again, just kind of finger along and listen, and I'm sure you'll recognize it, and it's going to be really good, all right? Sorry, I'm just laughing because... Okay, all right, here we go. I'm going to actually play this song. I wonder if you'll be able to guess what it is. Okay, here we go. Sweet Lord. Do you recognize that tune, Morgan?
Yeah. Read my mind. Wait. No, I crossed buttons. Well, I'm leaving music school. So
okay, do you want to try it out?
Yeah.
Okay, she's ready. Wow, Morgan. Wow. Okay, let's I think you're up to the challenge. Let's just do one more rote tune. I think it's another tune that you'll recognize. And we're only using those first 5 notes again, so it's helpful for me to think of it in solfege. I don't know if it is for you, but because that one was mi, re, do. This one is another familiar tune. Check it out. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what tune is that?
Mary Helen.
So why don't we sing it together first on solfege? It starts on mi. Here's your first note. Mi, mi, re, do, re, mi, 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 re, 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 mi, sol, sol, mi, re, do, re, mi, 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 re, re, mi, re, do. Awesome. So let's play it together.
All right.
Okay, ready? We start on mi. 1, 2. Officially better than me at trumpet